Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhan Dhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhan Dhari Yashodanandana Vrajadana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajadana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Jaya Radha Kunja Bihari Radha Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhan Dhari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhan Dhari Yashodanandana Vrajadana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajadana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Gaura Primanande. Jai Vishupad Paramahamsa Pri Pradikacharya Stotra Satta Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Shilabhai Charan Arvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki ISKCON DBT Founder Acharya Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Hare Nam Sankirtan Ki Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jaini Thai Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and to Sri Gauranga, all glories to Sri Prabhupada Ki. Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jaina Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jaina Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Parakamalam Sri Gurun Vaisnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tvam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Narayanam namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. Before reciting this Srimad Bhagavatam, which is a very means of conquest, let us first offer our respectful obeisances unto Narayana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Sri Vyasadeva, the author. Nasta Prayasha Badrishu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Tamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. By regularly hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam and by rendering a service unto the pure devotee, all that is troublesome within the heart becomes destroyed and practically to nil, and a loving devotional service unto the Supreme Lord, who is praised with transcendental songs, it becomes established as an irrevocable fact. Idam Bhagavatam Nama
Idam Bhagavatam Nama
Puranam Brahma Samhitam
Puranam Brahma Samhitam
Uttama Shloka Charitam
Uttama Shloka Charitam
Chakara Bhagavan Rishi
Chakara Bhagavan Rishi
Nishreyasaya Lokasya
Nishreyasya Lokasya
Dhanyam Swasayanam Mahat.
Nanyam Sasayana Maha.
This Srimad Bhagavatam, known as the Granthara, the king of all Vedic literatures, is the literary incarnation of God. It is compiled by the incarnation of God, the Srila Vyasadeva. It is meant for the ultimate good of all people. It is all successful, all blissful, and all perfect. Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda,
Prabhu Nityananda
Sri Advaita
Shri
Gadadhara,
Advaita Gadadhara
Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda,
Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare
Om
Hare.
Namo Bhagavate
Om
Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om 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 Sarabhyaya
Om
Namaha.
Sarabhyaya Namaha.
Om Sarabhyaya
Om
Namaha.
Sarabhyaya Namaha.
Om Sarabhyaya
Om
Namaha.
Sarabhyaya Namaha.
Mukam karati vachalam pangum langayate girim yatkripat maham vande Sri Gurum Dinatadanam yatkripat maham vande Sri Gurum Dinatadanam. Hare Krishna, welcome to our morning Bhagavatam class. Small population this morning. So we are still first canto, chapter 18, Maharaj Parikshit cursed by a Brahmana boy. And today we are reading text 20, I think, huh? 20. Yes. Okay. Yes. You have, huh?
In building.
Etavatalam
Etavatalam
nanu
Nanu
suchitena
Suchitena
gunair
Gunair
astamya
Asamnya
anati
Anati
shayanasya
Chayanasya
hidvetaran
Hidvetaran
prarthayato
Prarthayato
vibhutir
Vibhutir
yasyangri
Yasangiri
renum
Venum
jushate
Jushute
anabhipso
Anabhipsho
Itavatalam nanu suchitena
Etavatalam Nanusuchitena
gunairasamyanatishyanasya gunairasamyanatishyanasya hitvetaran prarthayato vibhutir
Hitventaram Pratayatva Bhutir
yasyangri renum jusate nabipso
Yashang Vinenum Jishate Nabhipsho
Etavatalam nanu suchitena
Etavatalam Nanusuchitena
gunair samyanati shayanasya
Gunena Samyana Shitaya Sasya
hitvetaran prarthayato vibhutir
Itvetan patayito vibhutir.
Yasyangrirenum jusate nabipso.
Yasham virenum dishatena vipsho.
Etavata.
Itavata.
So far.
So far.
Alam.
Alam.
Unnecessary.
Unnecessary.
Nanu.
Nanu.
If at all.
If at all.
Suchitena.
Suchitena.
By description.
By description.
Gunai.
Gunar.
By attributes.
Attributes.
Asamya.
Asamya.
Immeasurable.
Immeasurable.
Anati. Anati.
Anati.
Sayanasya.
Chayanasya.
Of one who is unexcelled.
The one who is unexcelled.
Hitva.
Hitva.
Leaving aside.
Leaving aside.
Itaran.
Itaran.
Others.
Others.
Prarthayata.
Prarthayata.
Of those who ask for.
Of those who ask for.
Vibhutihi.
Vibhutihi.
Favor of the goddess of fortune.
Favor of the goddess of fortune.
Yasya.
Yasya.
One whose.
One whose.
Angri.
Angry.
Feet.
Feet.
Renum.
Renum.
Dust.
Thus.
Jushate.
Jushate.
Serves.
Serves.
Anabipsho.
Anavipsho.
Of one who is unwilling.
The one who is unwilling.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki.
Jai Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai.
It is now ascertained that He, the personality of Godhead, is unlimited and there is none equal to Him. Consequently, no one can speak of Him adequately. Great demigods cannot obtain the favor of the goddess of fortune even by prayers. But this very goddess renders service unto the Lord, although He is unwilling to have such service. Kind of repeat after me. It is now ascertained.
It is now uncertain
That He, the personality of Godhead,
that He is the personality of Godhead,
is unlimited.
Is unlimited.
And there is none equal to Him.
And there is no one equal to Him.
Consequently, no one can speak of Him.
No one can speak of Him
adequately.
Adequately.
Great demigods,
the great demigods
cannot obtain the favor
cannot obtain the favor
of the goddess of fortune, even by prayers.
Even by prayers.
But this very goddess, renders service unto the Lord, although He is unwilling, to have such service. Purport. The personality of Godhead, or the Parameshvara Parabrahman, according to the Shrutis, has nothing to do. He has no equal, nor does anyone excel Him. He has unlimited potencies, and His every action is carried out systematically in His natural and perfect ways. Thus, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is full in Himself. Atmaram, as we have been reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita, is full in Himself, and He has nothing to accept from anyone else, including the great demigods like Brahma. Others ask for the favor of the goddess of fortune, and despite such prayers, she declines to award such favors. But still, she renders service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, although He has nothing to accept from her. The Personality of Godhead, in His Garbhodakshay Vishnu feature, begets Brahma, the first created person in the material world. From his navel lotus stem, from his navel lotus stem, and not in the womb of the goddess of fortune, who is eternally engaged in his service. These are some of the instances of his complete independence and perfection. That he has nothing to do does not mean that he is impersonal. He is transcendentally so full of inconceivable potencies that simply by his willing, everything is done without physical or personal endeavor. He is called, therefore, Yogeshvara, or the Lord of all mystic powers. Translation again. It is now ascertained that he, the personality of Godhead, is unlimited, and there is none equal to him. Consequently, no one can speak of him adequately. Great demigods cannot obtain the favor of the goddess of fortune even by prayers, but this very goddess renders a service unto the Lord, although he is unwilling to have such service. So, some description of the inconceivable potencies of the Lord. Here it mentions how the Lord is unlimited. So we speak of it's only the attributes can only be given to God. Uh, Omnipotent, omnipresent,
Yes.
unlimited,
Yes.
and that is, the specific definition or quality of the Lord is that no one is equal to or superior to God because he possesses in full the six desirable opulences that everyone is working very hard to get in the material world.
Yes.
Whether it is wealth, fame, knowledge, beauty, all of the six opulences uh, that people admire and work very hard are automatically
Yes.
within the Lord. And here it mentions also very rightly as well, um, because he has all of these unlimited um, opulences in full, no one can adequately describe
Yes.
or speak of the Lord. It says, consequently, no one can speak of him adequately. Although great personalities like Anantasesh, since time immemorial, are describing these qualities of the Lord. Anantasesh has who holds the universe with his hoods.
Yes.
He is described in the Bhagavatam as, since time immemorial, chanting the glories of the Lord, but it is inexhaustible how he is describing the Lord. Uh, one can never come to properly describe the Lord. And here also it mentions how the Lord is full in himself. And even the goddess of fortune, who is serving the Lord, the Lord remains fully independent. Prabhupada gives the example of when he creates in his incarnation of as Garbhodakshai Vishnu, Lord Brahma. That creation is totally on his own without the help of anyone, even though Goddess of Fortune is present there. Lord Brahma comes out of the stem from the navel of Garbhodakshai Vishnu. So the therefore, yes, Atmarama. He is Atmarama. Hare Krishna. Jai. The Lord is Atmarama. He is full in himself, and therefore he is completely independent and perfect. And although he has nothing to do, the Lord has nothing to do, but he performs so many uncommon activities when he descends here in the material world. And therefore he is glorified for all of his activities. And he has so many different names and titles, one of them being Yogeshwara. Yogeshwara, he is the Ishvara, the controller of all mystic yogis. Yes. Even this material creation, even the material energy, even though it is said that now in our modern day society we have, if we look at the history, largest number of scientists who are studying this material universe, trying to understand, and still there's so many things remain mysterious and unknown. So even the material energy is working in ways that are not at all easy to understand. And that is the external energy of the Lord, or the material energy of the Lord. What to speak of how the workings of Krishna's spiritual or internal energy. So, so therefore, great personalities therefore glorify or praise the Lord for his unlimited qualities and potencies that he is actually every single moment of the day, just like yesterday was lunar eclipse. And everyone, especially those who had opportunity to witness, were all in wonder. Oh, such, I mean, that's one small example of how the Lord, in ways that are the whole story, of course, behind lunar eclipse, which is known only to those who read the Bhagavatam. And of course, if we tell that story to ordinary people, they will not believe us. Rahu, Prabhupada comments how people are trying to go to the moon. Actually, we were trying to go to other places without without properly caring for the place where we're living now. Yeah, I mean, we're trying to conquer other places, and we're totally out of control in our present place. People are simple. My mother was simple. She said they can't go to the moon. They don't have any business to go there, and it's true. It is estimated that actually, after so many years, I think books have come out that quite a large percentage of the population in America don't believe that that they have gone to the moon. That's somewhat of a controversial subject matter. In any event, I mean, one of the closest planets. Nighttime we see so many planets, so many stars. So one of the closest planets, we cannot even go to that place, or it still remains so mysterious. So uh, that is the nature of, we were reading about the transcendental. Uh, Sutta Goswami is narrating to the sages of Naimisharanya subject matters that he heard from Shukadeva Goswami, as he explained to Parikshit Maharaj, many of which descriptions are inconceivable to ordinary people. I mean, even Krishna's pastimes, which are, it's amazing how, in the early days when the Krishna book came out, that was the first opportunity for devotees to read about the pastimes of Krishna. You know what happened when that Krishna book came out? Um, Prabhupada had some uh, made some arrangement to get that printed. I think it was in Tokyo, Japan, and they did, very good.
Nippon.
Yeah, correct, Nippon. Very good printing. They were like first class. So in those days, I mean, Prabhupada had just started to encourage devotees uh, to distribute his books, and devotees, they would go to different places, and especially they would go to big events, right? Rainbow gathering or whatever big, they used to have big events. So when the books arrived, this is how I heard the story. Uh, that very day there was a concert, I forget where, and so all the devotees, they took all the books. I don't know how many cases of books that were there. I'm sure they took one and showed to Srila Prabhupada, but they took the rest of the books and then they distributed all the books to realize that, hey, we don't have any books. We've not even read or seen the Krishna book, which of course was very beautifully done. That's what the first large edition, I think, volume 1 and volume 2. Big book full of wonderful pictures, paintings. So, um, so many descriptions, of course, in the Krishna book, which are there, of course. The 10th canto, Krishna book is a summary of the 10th canto, the Srimad Bhagavatam. Uh, you know, how can somebody lift a hill? What, nobody can even lift a rock, a big rock, what to speak of the hill. So many descriptions, but because devotees are understanding the unlimited potencies of the Lord, because they have read the Bhagavad Gita, which is explaining how Krishna's activities. What is that verse? Krishna's Janma.
Janma karma chame devi.
Janma karma samidivyam evam joveti tatvaha tyaktva deham punar janma naiti mameti sarjana. Those who are understanding, accepting the transcendental nature of my appearance and my activities, then upon leaving this material world, this material body, they do not have to again take birth in the material world. So this is what awaits those who are accepting the descriptions that are given in the various Vedic literatures about the inconceivable attributes, the inconceivable potencies of the Lord. Um, and Prabhupada often would have to argue with people who had questions. How is that possible? Well, everything is possible for God, and everything is practically impossible for us because we are very teeny or tiny, as Prabhupada would say. So this was the verse today. Um, Actually, we have a bit of a tight schedule this morning. I'm reading the verse again. This was, 20, huh?
Yes, 20.
Yeah, 20. It is now ascertained that he, the personality of Godhead, is unlimited and there is none equal to him. Consequently, no one can speak of him adequately. Great demigods cannot obtain the favor of the goddess of fortune even by prayers. But this very goddess of fortune, or this very goddess, renders service unto the Lord, although he is unwilling to have such service. So, as Prabhupada often would explain, we render service to the Lord not because he needs service, not because he needs food from us or whatever. We render service to the Lord uh, for our benefit. We become benefited by serving the Lord uh, because when the Lord sees, just like a child, a young child especially is totally dependent on father and mother. And the young child will sometimes offer something which he doesn't possess, which has been given to him. But he'll offer it just like here we are living close to the Ganga. What was Advaita Acharya doing? What can we offer? We offer the Ganga with Tulsi to the Lord, and the Lord becomes pleased. Because what do we have? We have nothing. Even this body, everything already belongs to the Lord. And when we begin to understand that because everything comes from the Lord, belongs to the Lord, is part and parcel of the Lord, Mamai Vangsho Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana, then when we understand this, the more we nicely understand this, it just becomes natural that we engage in the service of the Lord, and then we become rightly situated, isn't it? Just like Prabhupada would give the example, the finger's job is simply to do whatever is needed. Uh, and as soon as that finger becomes cut, it becomes useless. It is part and parcel of the body, and when it functions properly, then it is doing its constitutional. It is in its constitutional position. So our constitutional position is to be in what is it? Mm, is to be rightly connected with Krishna as his eternal servant, and in this way we benefit and we become happy. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we can read the next text also, which is text 2:1. Mm, and you don't have the book. Yeah, 21. Atapi yatpada nakabasristam jagat virinchopaditadhanam bha sesham punatyanyatamo mukundat konamaloke bhagavat padartha. Translation and purport. Who can be worthy? Who can be worthy of the name of the Supreme Lord but the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna? Brahmaji collected the water emanating from the nails of his feet in order to award it to Lord Shiva as a worshipful welcome. This very water, the Ganges, is purifying the whole universe, including Lord Shiva. Just talking about the Ganges. Yeah. Purport. The conception of many gods in the Vedic literatures is by the ignorant is completely wrong. The Lord is one without a second, but he expands himself in many ways, and this is confirmed in the Vedas. Such expansions of the Lord are limitless, but some of them are the living entities. The living entities are not as powerful as the Lord's plenary expansions, and therefore there are two different types of expansions. Lord Brahma is generally one of the living entities, and Lord Shiva is a via medium between the Lord and the living entities. In other words, even demigods like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, who are the chief amongst all demigods, are never equal to or greater than Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, and all powerful demigods like Brahma and Shiva are engaged in the worship of Vishnu, or Lord Krishna. Therefore, who can be more powerful than Mukunda, Lord Krishna, to be factually called the Supreme Personality of Godhead? The goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Ji, Lord Brahma, and Lord Shiva are not independently powerful. They are powerful as expansions of the Supreme Lord, and all of them are engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, and so also are the living entities. There are four sects of worshipful devotees of the Lord, and the chief amongst them are the Brahma Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, and Sri Sampradaya, descending directly from Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, respectively. Besides the above mentioned three Sampradayas, there is the Kumara Sampradaya, descending from Sanat Kumara. All the four original Sampradayas are still scrupulously scrupulously expanded in the transcendental service of the Lord up to date, and they all declare that Lord Krishna, Mukunda, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and no other personality is equal to him or greater than him. So, yes, Krishna's position is unique. Um, Prabhupada was always very clear and giving so many references as well, um, especially beginning from the Bhagavad Gita. Vedaya Sasarvayar Aham Eva Vedyo Vedanta Krit Vedavid Eva Chaham. I am the source and the object uh, to be known in all the Vedic literatures. Uh, but amazingly, there is still there are still diverting understandings. Uh, yeah, correct. And it will always be like that. But Prabhupada makes interesting comment about the four sampradayas. Um, the four Vaishnava sampradayas. Um, it's very interesting. Actually, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also speaks about the four sampradayas and mentioning that actually, which is maybe something not understood or accepted at this particular point, but Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in so many ways has come to kind of bring He took something, isn't it,
from each of them.
from each of the sampradayas, and when that becomes uh, sufficiently, we could say, propagated and understood, then there will be one. This is the prediction of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. There will be one sampradaya um, spread all over the world, and in this way, the world will become united under one flag. So all the sampradayas are active in their different ways. Of course, I've not studied closely the other sampradayas. We know more about the Sri Sampradaya. Um, Sri Ramanuja Acharya was his 1000th anniversary celebrated a couple of years ago, I think. Yeah, which is, I think, probably one of the more active sampradayas. Um, but they are all um, in different ways. There are some. I guess you could call it theological differences. Yeah, somewhat. Um, but they are all fixed uh, on Vishnu, and and Vishnu, we understand, is quite clearly explained from the Bhagavatam, the origin of Vishnu, although it's still a contending issue for many people in India. Yeah, yeah, Vishnu. But one of the easy ways to understand, because the three Vishnu expansions, beginning with Mahavishnu or Karanadakshay Vishnu, then Garbhodakshay Vishnu, then all the Vishnus have a particular role to play, and it is what's the last Vishnu?
Kshirodakshay Vishnu.
Yeah, Kshirodakshay Vishnu. It is through Kshirodakshay Vishnu that all the different incarnations come.
Yes.
And and therefore it is, in one sense, not incorrect, because Krishna follows the same principle. He goes through the same door,
Yes.
kind of, isn't it? So therefore, it's not incorrect to say that Krishna also comes from Vishnu, but Vishnu comes from Krishna. Yeah. Okay.
So Bhaktivedanta Sri Thakur, here in his matha, he installed acharyas of all the four sampradayas.
Oh, and
Yes.
okay,
All the four sampradayas.
yes. In which place exactly?
What's the name?
Shivasaman. Shivasaman.
Yeah, the temple where there's
Samadhi.
Gaurkishordas Babaji Samadhi, right? And then the main,
Oh,
what's the name? That's the main headquarters of
Yes.
Saraswati Thakur. Right? So all the four sampradaya acharyas, deities are there. So you have the deities,
yeah.
and then surrounding, you go around in pradakshina, all the four acharyas, deities.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Basically, the sannyas principles he borrowed from Ramanuja.
Ramanujacharya. Yeah.
Up until that time, it was all Babaji's.
And
He
the
reintroduced sannyas, and then he heavily relied on the practices of the Sri Vaishnavas.
But then the question will come, I'm sure has come, why did Lord Chaitanya take from a Mayavadi and not from a Sri Sampradaya? You know, we come to know how after some period of time, the movement, the original pure teachings of Lord Chaitanya were distorted for quite a long time, actually close to 300 years. And I mean, during the time of Lord Chaitanya, there were, well, mostly there were Mayavadi sannyasis, right? Ekadandis. There's Ekadandi and Sridham. Eh, you're not fast on the draw this morning. Ekadandi and Sridham. What's the difference? Ekadandi controlling the mind.
And then the three dandi is when you control the mind, intelligence, and
That's partly correct. Yes. Actually, right.
All three.
But then if you analyze the danda of a tridandi, you'll find that there are 4 dandas.
one on the smallest one.
That hook.
That's 5.
Oh, the hook.
Right. That's a whole thing, actually.
In the north, mostly it was all. See, Sri Vaishnavas were not so prominent in the north. Typically very.
Mostly Mayavadis?
Yeah, Mayavadis are more prominent in the north.
Okay.
Vaishnava Acharya is mostly in the south, Madhva and.
Yeah, well,
Acharya.
most of them come from the south, right?
Yes. And
yeah.
Mahaprabhu being on the Pancha Gauda as a Pancha Dravida.
Right.
He was. I mean, that's an external reason.
Yeah, right, yeah.
More likely to become in contact with. Of course, he initiated Ishvara Puri by chanting the holy name first, and then he took initiation.
Yes.
But I also heard that Gaudiya Sampradaya actually begins with Madhavendra Puri because he was in that rasa, and so then
yes.
Madhavendra Puri, starting from him, it's not Mayavadi in true sense.
Right. Right. Yes. Well, there's also some connection. Sridhar Swami, who is our foremost commentator in Bhagavatam, Vaishnava, but I don't know the details, but some connection at some point was there. Yes. Okay. We're going to end a little bit. Well, it's close enough, I suppose. Because I have to go to the temple this morning.
I have to get you the car.
Have to?
Get you the car. I think the car's not functioning, so I'm borrowing
Oh,
my father's car.
Okay.
So I'll bring it over here. I think Rameshwar Prabhu is driving.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, well, we sent our car to Kushinagar.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I think it's supposed to come only tomorrow or something. Or maybe today. Okay. Jai Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Jai Shri Prabhupada ki. Gaura Premanandi. Hare Krishna.